What's up, guys? I am Rye, and this is the Tiedyeryeguy Mycology Adventure channel. Just another internet rando who loves mushrooms and likes to learn how to do things. Today I am going to inoculate some grain spawn that I just have pressure cooked. And I'm going to inoculate it with liquid culture. First I'm going to get all the jars here in front of the flow hood before I take off the tin foil protectors. Alright. So that is a loose lid. That happens. Alright, go through, get all these off. You can see I have a self-healing injection port and a synthetic filter patch on most of the jars. There's one that just has some micropore tape on it. I ran out of patches or I got lazy. So let me get some. Make sure everything is dry. We don't want any liquid on the filter patch. It can allow contamination to come through the patch when it is wet. So once I have these all dried up, make sure all these lids are nice and tight. Alright. Now what I like to do is squirt a little bit of ISO on the healing port. Some of you say, well, it just came out of the pressure cooker, it's sterile. Well, that may be true, but just the time it took to go from the pressure cooker pot to the filter, who knows? Too many variables and I want to reduce them. I also have alcohol prep pads that I can wipe on each one. So I need to grab my flame sterilizer. Alright, flame sterilizer. Sometimes I'm not as prepared as I think when I start to work in the lab. It's always good to double check everything. Okay, so you want to see right over here, I've got liquid culture that is spinning on the magnetic stirrer. So I'm breaking up the mycelium so I can pull it up in this syringe. It's a 10 milliliter syringe. So I'm going to get a culture. You can see here it is fully colonized with lots of good white stuff. I'm going to get that guy there. I'm also going to spray a little spray there. Now I'm going to use an alcohol prep pad to wipe down where I'm going to be, set that on the next one, injecting. So the cleanest place is in the center, raised up a little higher. So once I get my needle out here, I'm going to make sure it is in the lure lock before I pull it out. Okay. So now I'm going to inject it in. Now I'm going to pull mycelium into the syringe. sometimes it gets jammed. You can push it back in a little bit, pull it out. And all right. So now I want to work quickly. So all these guys that I have sprayed down, still saturated with alcohol, got the white pad. So I'm going to wipe one, and then I stick it onto the next one. Inject. Then I'm going to go 2 cc's in each, and I like to do it at the edge. So I'm going to go pretty quick here. 2, the next one, 2, to the next one, 2, to the next one, 2, and then a little less than 2. All right. Now, I've worked my way around to here. So I've got these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this guy I only got a little bit, so we're gonna wait. I'm gonna get a little more in there. So these guys have been inoculated. I'm gonna put them off to the side. These guys have not. Okay, now there's a good chance to show you another method for liquid culture. So since I've taken this out, it's been exposed, I want to sterilize this guy. So I'm going to fire up my torch here. And I'm going to flame sterilize my needle. So red hot, get in front of the flow hood, turn that off. Okay. So now we're back to alcohol swab. Insert. I'll get as much culture as I can in there. Alright. Okay. There we are again. Now I'm going to get a freshy pad. Not everything is smooth, but I want to be as smooth as possible. Alright, so we're going to go pad. Insert. 2 cc's. 2 cc's. 2 cc's. And 2 cc's. Now, this last one, since it doesn't have a self-healing injection port, and I don't want to stab through it and add new micropore tape, I am going to crack the jar, and I'm going to barely lift it up, squirt in the rest of my liquid culture. Very little time that it was open, it was in front of the flow hood, so we're going to assume that that's pretty good. So now that everybody's inoculated, I don't want to shake yet. I wait until a week when it starts forming. All the mycelia usually a line down the side, and then it collects on the bottom. Once it's been a few days to a week, then I'll break it up and allow it to colonize further. And it speeds it up pretty quickly once it's broken. So I'm going to label all these and put them in the incubation at around 75 to 80 degrees. Fluctuates a little bit here, it's winter. But that's that.